So class, let's take a look. See where will we? Mr. Leong, take a look to my bookmark. Am I correct? My bookmark. I should be in the by time of ripening. It is correct.
Yes, 205.
Yes, it is correct. Okay. So basically, class, now we are in the chapter, or we call it as a vimutti, meaning to say that it is, we call it as what? Okay, it's the opposite of the mind-connective process. Let's take a look. In English, how do we call it? This is chapter number, let's see. Yeah, a connective process. We are in this is recorded as a process free. So we call it as a process free. So in this chapter, process free, okay, let me go back to the person. Okay, page 205. Okay, class, let's take a look. Basically, once we are in this chapter, we call it as a process free. The reason is this is no more in the connective process, which is active. So the condenser, the syllabus has been included is regards number one. How about the age for all different RAM? Okay, we have a totally 31 RAMs. We have to know. Okay, then secondly, we'll know that how about the karma situations. So basically, in the previous lesson, we talked about that the karma could be the obstructive karma, and then supportive karma, destructive karma, all this type of stuff. So meaning to say that, and in the quite earlier, we talk about that the karma, which will make us to reborn. I can't remember the terminology in English. Let's take a look. They got a specific name is for this. So let's see. This one. Now, yes, habitual karma, reserve karma, that proximate karma, and also the weighty karma. In the previous lesson. The weighty karma meaning to say is the heaviest. The good one, the favorable one, will be the jhana, and also will be the jhana. And the bad one, it could be the what? Involve the killing father, killing mother, all this stuff karma. Okay. Then the second, if without the Vedic karma, there will be habitual karma, meaning to say that it depends on your habit. And the third one is the proximate death karma, meaning to say that, okay, the moment when you're about to pass away, then the people surrounding you or the environment can influence you. So it will come with the proximate death karma. So the last one, it is, if you exclude all these three, that will be the last one. Okay. We call this a reserve karma. So now we come to the time by time of the ripening. Yes, Mei, can you please read the passage?
With the is it with the Pali term?
No need. Just the English.
Okay. With respect to the time of taking effect, there are four kinds of karma, namely immediately effective karma, subsequently effective karma, indefinitely effective karma, and defunct karma. Immediately effective karma is karma which it is ripened to must yet its result in the same existence in which it is performed. Otherwise, if it does not meet the opportunity to ripen in the same existence, it becomes defunct. According to the abhidhamma of the seven jhanas in a jhana process, the first jhana moment being the weakest of all generates immediate effective karma. Subsequently, effective karma is karma which, if it is right to ripen, must yet yield in its result in the existence immediately following in that in which it is performed, otherwise it becomes defunct. This type of karma is generated by the last jhana moment in a jhana process, which is the second weakest in the series. Indefinitely effective karma is karma which can ripen at any time from the second future existence onwards. Whenever it gains an opportunity to produce results, this karma generated by five immediate jhana moments of cognitive process never becomes defunct as so long as the round of rebirth continues. No one, not even a Buddha or Arhan, is accepted from the experience of the result of indefinitely effective karma. Defunct karma, this term does not designate a special class of karma, but applies to karma that was due to ripen in either the present existence or the next existence, but did not meet the condition conducive to its maturation. In the case of arhats, all their accumulated karma from the past, which was due to ripen in future lives, become defunct with their final passing away.
Okay, thank you so much. Class, we try to digest this. Okay, raise hand, please, once you finish. Okay, class, let's take a look. Now we try to talk about this regards once we create the karma. Class, I think you can remember that we will have a totally 7 jhana. If let's say the object is the very obvious one. Okay, let's see. Okay, so you see, this is the 5-door connecting process. Okay, so J is the jhana 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, basically, once it can comes to the 7 jhana, meaning to say that the impact is quite great. So I create an example. For example, Mr. Leong, Mrs. Leong go to the Buddhist association to do the dana, okay, with the presence of a lot of monks. And some is very famous and some is highly attainment monk. So both of you feel very happy. Okay. So usually this one, because you're very happy, it will be very strong. The object is very strong and you see things very clearly. Okay. Then you create some karma and the jhana can reach, the mitochondrial process can reach to the jhana. That will be totally 7. According to this rule of the karma class, you will have, Mr. Long, Mrs. Long will have an immediate karma, meaning to say that there will be totally 7 jhana. Okay, you see, okay, once you perform the dana already, Mr. Long, Mrs. Long, immediately, this picture, we call it as a seed, it will plant back to your consciousness. Sometimes we call it as egg consciousness, number egg one, it plant back or go back to your brain. So since they got 7 and 7 and they got so many, actually the cognitive process can run for many times. Okay, but the number one, okay, is the weakest. Usually it will be ripen immediate effect. So meaning to say that, for example, for this dana, okay, the karma can ripen, maybe Mr. Leong, finally, and Mrs. Leong, they are able to get they got their relative, their nephew or niece, and come to give them a big sum of money, something like that lah. I just got example only lah. Because not good, I say you go buy the lottery or not good what. So I said that, okay, so the karma come back okay, with a fortune. Okay, so remember that even though the karma create is in the mentality, but usually, I mean the resultant usually come back will include the physical form of the things. So as we say, usually the requisite is the consequence from giving. So Mr. Leong, Mrs. Leong, finally in this present life you will get a big sum of money. Okay, but if let's say it doesn't come true, it will become defunct karma. For example, okay, your niece and your and your niece and nephew they're bringing the money to you. Okay, they're bringing the money to you because according to the paper that you are qualified to some to set to some inheritance or asset. But finally, they said that, oh, sorry, we make a mistake already. It's not Mr. Leong, Mrs. Leong, it's supposed to be your brother. So you don't get the money. So meaning to say that this first jhana is not strong enough. So finally you don't get the money. Okay, but according to rule of karma, even though without the immediate karma, it can go to but they got number 7 jhana will appear again. Okay, so class, let's take a look. There will be what? There will be subsequent effective karma. So this life, Mr. Leong, Mrs. Leong, they didn't get the money. Okay, so next life, this number 7 jhana will appear, Also, I mean, once the karma ripen, they will include some physical form. Maybe this time it's not the money, maybe this time is what? It's a big car. Example, it's a big car. So Mr. Leong, Mrs. Leong reincarnate. They got a big car. Suddenly, maybe through some lucky draw. Okay, and then you get the big car. So if the people got the psychic, they try to trace back, notice that, oh, it's because previous life, Mr. Leong, Mrs. Leong have done a great dana. So the second life, it's fruitful already. Okay, but if let's say it doesn't fruitful, for example, finally they say, oh, sorry, the lucky draw actually we put the wrong name, oh, you also don't get it. So again, this karma become a defunct karma again. But no worry, you still got the 5 more jhana in between. So in the future, it can become the indefinite karma. That one, the time frame, it can go very, very long. Very, very long, indefinite karma. Okay, see or not? This is the example I try to quote. So maybe in the next life, finally, Mr. Leong, Mrs. Leong, with the merit from that great dana, finally, they become a king and a queen and stay in the palace of the Windsor. In England. Yeah, possible, usually the dana, it comes, I believe usually the king, the queen, and also some celebrity that's so rich, or the Hollywood movie star, wow, John Clooney, wow, they're so rich. There must be some karma involved in giving, I think, in the past life. Maybe past life, also it come back with a big sum of money. So that is indefinite karma. Okay, so this is the example I try to quote. You see or not? But anyway, the karma can come with a few situations. Number one, Mr. Leong, for example, this life, the first jhana, it come back because you do the dana. Okay, the karma can come quite direct effect. So you get back the money. Okay, but second, it can come in a different way. For example, you got sickness. Okay, you got a sickness. You don't have enough money. You do the fundraising, or to cure the sickness. You can very smooth, very quick can get the big sum of the money. So meaning to say, it still is the consequence, but it doesn't come directly from the money, but it come other way. It could be like that. Then this is second. Then the third one, let's say once both of you pass away, okay? So since this karma is very strong, usually even though it's a dana, you will come back, become a human again. That is we call the next life karma. The next life karma can come back, become human again, or maybe reborn, become the deva. So, Mr. Leong, Mr. Silong, which one you prefer? You prefer come with a big sum of money, or you want to reborn as a deva? Which one is your preference?
Deva.
Second, you want to become the deva. not go with the Western Pure Land. So you see, after you doing the dana, if let's say you transfer the merit, you say, oh, hopefully that the merit I accrued can support me to the Western Pure Land. It works. Some people because 佢哋今世揾食太過艱難so they will usually generate for those without learning the Dharma. They usually make a vow that after the Dharma they will say that 希望我來世揾食冇咁艱難。Some people really 好艱難揾食你知冇？The hawker in Alam Dharma usually they're illegal one, you see. So they're always in the phobia for being caught, you know. That all the goods been confiscated. But when they want to get the license, even though they want to legalize themselves, cannot, because no opportunity for you. Sorry, this market is crowded. They got crowd. So, I mean, the hawker got a lot of competition also, competitive also. So, there's no chance for you. Finally, end up become the illegal one, and always in the phobia of running. So, I remember once I met them that said, 我希望我來世咪揾食容易啲啦，唔使咁樣走嚟走去你驚你知冇？So it's very logic for people. If let's say you do the good dana, after that you make a vow for this, it can come true. One very powerful, you know, the vow. Next life, you will become the king of the hawker. Franchises, you get a lot of franchises. Yes, so you got so many franchises. After the effect, it can come like that. But you are the owner of the franchises doesn't mean you are happy because you've got 100 staff, you got a lot of cash flow problem, a lot of things you have to think about. Meaning to say that it can come in this way, the karma, but are you really happy is a different matter. Whether you're happy or not is a different issue. So this is the example I tried to quote. Okay. See or not? So subsequent indefinite finally is a defunct karma. You see, if let's say you are the Arahant and the Buddha, what happened to you? Basically, all will become the defunct karma. Because you see, if let's say this time you are Arahant or Buddha, you will still experience some painful, because in the past many life, maybe you have, like Buddha, he killed the fish before, so he have a headache for the final life. Okay, so after this life, when he entered to the parinibbana, all the karma become defunct karma already, because they already, how to say, the more they don't have any ignorance, some more ignorance just like a fertilizer to nourish all the karma seed, either good or bad. So if let's say they don't have, no more ignorance, no more craving, no more fertilizer, no more land for all the seed of the karma already. So finally, for Arahant and the Buddha, all will become defunct karma after their last life. Yes, Mei, yeah.
Is it possible for me to have defunct karma, or I have to wait back karma to I have to wait the bad karma to go by itself?
No, you won't go by itself one. You won't. Don't worry for the bad karma. You also create a real good karma. Don't just think about the bad one. You also create a real good one. The good one, it seems like a good investment, right? You see. So next life I got. This life I got. Next life I got. Indefinite life I also got. So all this, when your bad karma come and good karma come, they will interact each other. They will counter effect. That's why for this life, you will notice that like maybe you mentioned that you got previously you got some depression problem, right? Okay, but you got your PhD, meaning to say what you got a mixture, you know. PhD even nowadays, I think it's still quite few candidates for people who get a PhD. But you also got the sickness at the same time. So that's the mixture. Usually we got a mixture of the karma. Even though a monk, Usually people say, wow, monk a good karma. I also got a lot of sickness. See, everybody is having their own trouble. I also met some monk. Wow, the temple so big in Singapore, 10 million, you know. Oh, but he said, I'm not very happy actually. The building is very big. I can raise such a fund. Wow, but a lot of politics inside. See or not? So finally, whether good or bad karma, you have to consider everything together. So maybe for you, anyway, you got a sickness, but you still can complete your study. You still can have a medication. So meaning to say, begin the good, bad karma, also got good karma, or is the accumulation from the past life. Get it, Mei? Oh,
Yes.
okay. Am I answering you? Okay, yes. So no worry for the bad karma. No worry, because we have done a lot of good karma also. Think it this way. Okay, once we finish this, now we come to the different part. Okay, okay, now we go is the by place of the ripening already. Okay. Yes, Kok Hong, can you please read the passage by place of the ripening? On the my place, Kok Hong.
If I'm using the phone, but which page? I'm
Oh,
looking
okay,
at
okay. You're using the phone. Do you want to do the reading or not, or no?
Can, but I want to know which page.
Okay, 205.
206.
Yes, correct. 206.
206. Give me 30 seconds, please. 206.
You want 30 minutes also can. But we all gone. Okay.
Okay, by place of ripening. 4. With respect to the place in which the effect takes place, there are 4 kinds of karma, namely unwholesome karma, wholesome karma pertaining to the sense spheres, wholesome karma pertaining to the fine material spheres, and wholesome karma pertaining to the immaterial sphere. Unwholesome and wholesome karma. Unwholesome karma, of them, unwholesome karma is threefold according to the doors of action, namely bodily action, verbal action, and mental action. How? Killing, stealing, and sexual misconduct are bodily action generally occurring through the door of the body, known as bodily intimation. False speech, slandering, harsh speech, and ferocious talks are verbal actions generally occurring through the door of speech, known as vocal intimation. Covetousness, ill will, and wrong will are mental actions generally occurring only in the mind without bodily or vocal intimation. The above passage enumerates the 10 unwholesome causes of action, akusala kamapata. As shown, 3 are bodily, 4 are verbal, and 3 are purely mental. The first 7 causes are identified with the volitions initiating and efforts to accomplish the prospective action. Such volition is an unwholesome karma regardless of whether or not it completes the action. But if it does reach completion of the action and achieve its aim, example, the death of the intended victim, the appropriations of another property, etc., then it becomes a full course of action. The characteristics of a full course of action is being a karma with the potency to take on the rebirth generation role. Generally occurring through the door of the body in relations to action, the door are the media through which karma is performed. The door of the body is bodily intimation, a type of mind-produced material phenomenon by which a person expresses, through the medium of the body, a volition arisen in the mind. The expressions generally occurring is used because such action as killing and stealing can also be done by speech. Example, by command. Yet, even in such cases, these actions are still considered bodily karma.
Okay, thank you so much. Elena, can you please continue? A little bit long, this one.
The door of speech, similarly, denotes vocal intimation. The mind-originated material phenomenon by means of which volition is expressed verbally. Though such actions as false speech, etc., may also be done bodily, i.e. by writing or by hand signals. Because their main medium of execution is the door of speech, they are considered verbal karma, covetousness, etc. The last three causes of action generally occur only in the mind without reaching intentional expression through body or speech. Such action is said to occur through the mind door, which here is a collective destination for consciousness in its entirety. Covetousness is the mental factor of greed, arisen as the wish to acquire another person's property. Even though greed arises for another's property, it does not become a full cause of action unless one gives rise to the wish to take the possession of that property. Trade, view, is the mental factor of hatred, which becomes the full cause of action when it arises with the wish that another being meets with harm and affliction. Wrong view becomes a full cause of action when it assumes the form of one of the morally nihilistic views which deny the validity of ethics and the retributive consequences of action. Three such views are mentioned often in the Sutta Pitaka. Nihilism, which denies the survival of the personality in any form after death, thus negating the moral significance of deeds. The inefficacy of action view, which claims that deeds have no efficacy in producing results, and thus invalidates moral distinction. And the causality view, which states that there is no cause or condition for the defilement and purification of beings, that beings are defiled and purified by chance, fate, or necessity. By way of the roots and consciousness.
Okay, no. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay, now we stop here. Okay. So we come back to the very simple again regarding the body, mind, and speech. Like come less so. Yeah, raise up your hands once you finish. Okay, class. Basically, this is quite easy lah. Meaning to say that this is very quite primary. Once we talk about the body, mind, and the speech, okay. Usually the karma will be performed, but generally all the karma must be based on the volition. You must have a volition. Once you kill somebody, they must have a volition to kill. Once you speak harsh word, you must be the volitions to harm people. And then if you got the wrong view, you must have the volition. So basically, volition is playing very important role for all. Second, there must be the full course of action, meaning to say that if I think I want to steal, like recently in the novel, they got some very precious, the jewel have been stolen. Okay, if you just think that I want to steal it, it's not the full course of action because you just think only. But the theft really successfully just take about 7 minutes to steal everything. To steal the jewels from the Louvre in the Paris, meaning to say that's the full course of action. Have you ever read the news regarding that? 7 minutes, the stealing, right? So people criticize what government will do. That one is very precious, you see. So same, if you aim to harm somebody, you start writing a message. But finally, we didn't send it. It's not the full course of action. Okay, so it's very simple. And then among all the things, there's got one thing. Recently, they got one cases. I want you try to evaluate for that. Okay. There's a guy. He stayed one night with his girlfriend. Okay, Malay. So actually, the girl is try to taking care. A daughter, a very small kids. So in the midnight, the kid cry, So the boyfriend go to make the milk. Okay, make the milk. Without on the light. Without on the light. Okay. So but suddenly, he stepped on certain thing. Then when he open the light, he see, that is the baby there. So the baby finally died. Okay. The baby finally died. So the boyfriend called the police and then report to the police. And tell everything. Okay, he said that I have no intention, but finally the baby killed. I tried my best to send to hospital, and finally everything done. Okay, so the judge said that, well, this is not the manslaughter. You are unintentional. This is the unintentional killing for the baby. Due 10 years. Is the trial fair? Is the sentences fair? Class, what do you think? Yes, Mr. Liu, it is fair for you.
I think the action of killing is there. So he has to take the consequences, but then the sentence will be reduced because it's not a murder, it's a manslaughter.
It's not intentional murder, it's a manslaughter due to accident. So you mean 10 years, you found that this sentence should be fair, right?
Should be fair instead of being the death sentence.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yes, how about Elena? What do you think? Is this a fair sentence by the judge? Yes.
As an onlooker, a person not related to the case.
As a bystander.
Bystander, yes.
Yeah.
It is very difficult to say fair or not fair. Because if you are the Malay lady's boyfriend, so basically I don't think she has much attachment to the daughter either, looking at the case. So could be fair because but the thing is I cannot accept it is that how can you make a baby formula milk without switching on the light?
Yes.
You can be taking other things, dangerous item and add into the milk bottle and give it to the baby also. There's no light. How can you identify that's the baby's milk powder or there's something else?
Oh, no. I think maybe it's like that. He make in the kitchen. When they come back to the room, it's still dark. He doesn't realize that the daughter is on the floor. So he stepped on it. His body is about 170 centimeter of course, it's very heavy like me lah, or just step on the baby. That is the case. Okay, okay. You all say fair lah, okay. Well, I think it's fair lah because usually as we said that usually the sentence is based on the previous case one. The judge will go to refer the previous cases because this is a manslaughter. It's not intentional killing. It's a manslaughter accident. So they could the case. But I want to know if you are the man, okay, of course they will think, oh, ini semua Allah lah. Okay, as a Christian, if as a Buddhist, it happens to you, how do you view it? 10 years in the jail, you see, due to the accident. Yes, Mr. Leong, how do you view it as the Buddhist? It happened to you, for example. Now you are the man, say 10-year jail, then how do you make yourself accept?
How to accept it?
Yes.
Take it as a karma.
As a karma.
Yes.
So you mean you are paying back to the judge, or you paying back the karma to the daughter?
To my credit customer, credit debtors.
Credit debtors. You mean the daughter, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. You think so lah? Okay. So meaning to say, Mr. Leong, you should assume, you see, for Buddhism, must be everything with the cause and effect one. If let's say you say this happened without any cause and effect, class, that is a committance of the wrong will. Class, take a look, you see. If let's say you found that you always say that this thing is nothing to do with the karma, you could be in efficacy of an action will, invalidated moral distinction, something like that. So meaning to say that you deny whatever you do good, you deny whatever you do bad, or no karma. And then you see, for the annihilation is you deny the survival of a personality. Meaning to say that when you die, all the karma will accrue to the next life. Okay, so this is another wrong view. So the final one is no cause or condition for defilement, purification of being. Meaning to say that it is useless to do the cultivation. This tree is considered wrong view. If Mr. Leong, as a Buddhist, I think you must think about in the past life, maybe you really have done some bad karma, so it happened all together. The daughter, the girlfriend will call you, and then you just walk on the dark. And you are not the one who go to do the formula, not the girlfriend. Maybe the lady will be more careful a little bit. Am I right? Or maybe the girlfriend will careful a little bit. But don't know why. Just you, a man, go to do all the other stuff. And then I think you as a man and the woman and the girlfriend compare. I think girlfriend may be more like, even he step on the daughter, maybe it will be different. Or the consequence might be different, just a harmony or what, we don't know. You see or not? Just all constituent come together and make you to kill the baby. See or not? So there must be some condition there, we believe. So this is how I will interpret the karma. Then okay, so Mr. Leong, if after this explanation, will you accept it happily? The penalty?
I have to, because the time is right. The time has come for the karma to ripen.
To ripen.
Yes.
You mean it is the right time or is the wrong time for everything?
that is beyond our control.
Yes, you can't say either right time or wrong time. Both is not good time. No matter right or wrong time, it's a bad time. Because I finally put to the jail accidentally, just one night overstay with the girlfriend. See not? That's the case. It's a today case. You can go and refer. Very educative. Yes, Mei, you raise hand first. Yes, any question? Answer you first.
If I have random bad thoughts, I didn't ruminate it, so we create karma.
Yes, but I think I think it's considered not the full course karma. Like I say, okay, you want to scold Mr. Leong after texting the message, you just write off. Just think only so that is not the full course of the karma. Okay. Same, good action also. You don't really do it also half only. Even to the good one also. You must complete it so the good karma can ripen for you. So don't just think only, must do the full course of the karma, especially the good one. Okay, yes, go home. Yes, just now you raise hand. Yeah.
师父， 10 years in the jail is not play. I think first thing first, get a better lawyer.
I think maybe okay. I don't know whether he got the lawyer or not. But I think if he got a good karma, I think all this will come to him, because you see, you report to the police. You try your best to save the baby, meaning to say that it can very clear that there's no intention of killing already. As a judge, you can see that, oh, it's a good people. So no matter how, they must be trying to fight the justice for him. I think he's a good man, the way I read it. 10 years, I think must be referring to the previous cases. Usually law is like that. There must be some cases before that. Okay, so recently class, they got a few cases. Just the child kept in the car and died already due to the negligence. One mother also due for 5 years because negligence, all this type of stuff. So anyway, just must be careful. Okay. Okay, then next, let's take a look. Okay, so we finished all this already. Now we come to the by way of the roots and the consciousness. Okay, then is the Mei. Can you please read the passage? By way of the roots and the consciousness.
Of them, killing, harsh speech, and ill will spring from the roots of hatred, sexual misconduct, covetousness, and the wrong view from the root of the greed. The remaining 4 arise from the 2 roots. According to the classes of consciousness, this unwholesome karma is already 12-fold. Strictly speaking, ill will is a mode of the root. Hatred and coldness is a mode of greed. Wrong view is a mode of sita, sika, wrong view. These 3 causes of action thus identifiable with the corresponding sita, sikas. The other 7 causes of action are identified with the sita, sikas of violation arisen along with the unwholesome roots. Although instance may be found where, for example, greed may be the underlying motivation for killing and hatred may be the underlying motivation for sexual misconduct, the abhidhamma holds the violation that drives the act of cutting off the life faculty of another being is always rooted in hatred, i.e. aversion towards the continuing existence of the being, while the violation that drives the acts of sexual transgression is always rooted in greed, i.e. desire to enjoy sexual pleasure with the illicit partner. The violation driving the other 4 acts, stealing, lying, slandering, frivolous talk, may be accompanied either greed or hatred. All unwholesome causes of action invariably accompanied with the root of delusion. Unwholesome karma is also identifiable with the 12 unwholesome citas. In this case, the cita itself as a composite whole rather than the individual factor of violation is considered to be karma.
Okay, thank you so much. Kok Hong, I think the case, since the judge already sentenced, I think must be after the debate from the lawyer already. Usually after the lawyer, okay, try to raise up all the point, then the judge consider all the point and give out the sentence. So I think already he got the lawyer. Oh, you want to become his lawyer,
No still can appeal, ma.
Yeah,
See,
I think he should. I think he should.
For a guy like that is.
But anyway, I don't see any sentence regards the appeal. He doesn't know. I don't know why. Actually, you should appeal. Ask for the reduction. I'm quite concerned with all this case because during the Dharma talk, it's very applicable because all the detail is very in accordance with our Buddhism karma. Yeah. Yes, yes.
What about the most hottest cerita in the town that the 14 years old stabbed the 16 years old things?
Oh, yeah. Yes.
That is very prominent case, man.
Yeah. So
how do you see this? Is this a karma or is this?
We are still waiting the report because we still not clear yet. The 14 years old youngster, whether got a mental problem or because playing the game, all this, the appraisal haven't come out yet. We can only judge after the appraisal. Okay, so we have to wait for that. That's the case. Okay, right. I'm not right. Not. I think we still don't know the sentence yet, right? I think maybe they will try to closing for the trial because both involve the minor one and the youngster one. I think that they have a closed door, so we are waiting for the information to disclose. But this case, now we try to set the time frame. Under 6, you can use the social media only after 16 threshold or 16 years old. So I think, well, the thing is bad, but anyway, the good law only will come out from the bad situation. Usually happen this way. Okay. Okay, then next, let's take a look. Besides this, recently, you know, a boy, 10 years old, I think I tried to hurt his brother, 6 years old. Why? Because he accumulates 1 million points for the game. But the 6-year-old brother make his handphone spoil. So all the 1 million point gone already. So he used the knife to cut his neck. See or not? So now this game is called as a Roblox. They said they have to put them in the criteria, like the movie, whether it's as for the public, maybe they refrain from 13 years old, under 13, below 13 cannot watch. After adult can watch, they will put some censorship on it already. The game is all regards the killing one. So now we see what the government do for that. So Elena, so lucky, I mean, compare with them, we are so lucky. We are not at that age. We are not at their age. So you have to undergone all this type of how to say, the game, social media, the pressure from all of this.
If you got a little bit better karma to bring over, that means.
You mean us?
Yeah, so we
we
don't see all these bad things.
Yeah. I think we are considered lucky a little bit. Now, the rate of the committed suicide is getting higher for the teenager, especially the usage of the handphone and social media. Very obvious. Very obvious. Okay, very obvious. So we have to take good care with all our, how to say, our niece and daughter, all this, all of them.
But Sifu very tough. One of my friends' son, standard 1 only.
Yes.
His classmate is a girl sitting beside him. So they always play one game, too engrossed already. So when the parents try to reprimand her, you know what she did? She's the only daughter at home. She just hold out her hand and said, 你打我啦. How to teach our children like that? It's basically they're not scared of you at all. They just said, 打我啦.
No, meaning to say the shameful is not there already. The shameful. For us, I think our childhood, we feel shameful, right? Oh, very shameful. They don't feel anymore. Especially now, they ChatGPT. Have you ever scolded ChatGPT before? He will reply very polite. ChatGPT, all this AI, they train to reply, even though any harsh word or humiliation, they will very nicely, polite reply you. But I think if they are so rude to treating the ChatGPT and using this way to treat us, you try to be rude with all this AI, they reply very nice one. So meaning to say that I think it's a bad habit for the youngster to deal with all this AI. They don't realize that real people not like that one. You try? Mr. Leong? Mr. Leong, have you ever tried to humiliate the ChatGPT before?
No, never.
No, you should try. You will find that actually ChatGPT is a sage. He will never angry one. Very polite all the time. They are
The thing is, ChatGPT doesn't have any feeling. That is why they don't respond in anger.
That's the problem. If our young people, if our children used to deal with this stuff without feeling one, the way and they treat them the way to treat somebody got feeling one, they will die. See or not? That's the problem. See? Yes, maybe yes. Anything?
If I correct ChatGPT, if I correct AI mistake, they will get shame and become more, if less effective.
You mean ChatGPT have more shame than the children, like Elena mentioned, you mean?
I mean, I correct their mistake, correct AI mistake, then they become more or less accurate. I ask them why. Then they say they have psychological something lah.
Oh, you mean nowadays the ChatGPT is getting more and more like a human, and the human is getting more and more like a robot, you mean, right?
I mean, ChatGPT has its own psychology, I think.
See or not? So you see that how I think later on the morality getting worse and worse after long term deal with the AI, the youngster. Okay, next we go to the next paragraph. Okay, so we go to the wholesome karma of the sense field. Oh, we haven't digested this yet. Sorry. Wait, hanging already. Okay, class, let's take a look. Well, basically, this section is not difficult to understand. What the message trying to convey is basically the killing sometimes can be due to the greedy, and the sexual misconduct could be due to the hatred. But generally, killing involve the major result for the killing usually is the hatred lah. I think yes because sometimes once in some very rare case the more you love somebody, the more you want to kill them. Especially the case they chop the body to many parts. Some is because due to the deep love. So finally they chop the different part and even the flesh. Oh, very horrible. It happened. I remember during my study time in the college, they got one case in SS2 very famous. They got one, I think maybe a singer in the bar had been chopped for many parts, 32 parts, just somewhere near I stay, in SS2 at that time, But I think that case, the murderer never cooked the flesh. Some they really cook the flesh make it become a meat and send to the neighbor, you know. 好得人驚嗰啲人啊，依家真係哦。Then this, but anyway, this is a rare case. And some sexual misconduct, maybe they do it due to the vengeance, for the retaliation. Some they want to retaliate, so they have a sexual misconduct. It's possible, but Abhidhamma said that generally, is a sexual misconduct is due to the greedy, and the killing is due to the hatred. This is general speaking. It's like that lah. How? Okay, let me try to finish it first. So see or not, so this is the whole passage regarding that. But if let's say the stealing, lying, slandering, and frivolous speech basically could be either greed or the hatred. Yes, Mei, any question? Yeah.
Can I say that karma influence mind, then mind call the universe, call the law of universe? Is it this way?
Again, slowly a little bit.
Is it our bad deeds plant into our mind, then our mind influence law of universe like that?
Our mind influence law of universe. Usually we don't say that. Usually the law of universe execute upon us. That will be correct. Okay. Well, can you define what does it mean, law of universe? What's the
law of universe is karma.
Karma, meaning to say, if you commit a good karma, then the good retribution, right? Bad karma, bad retribution, right? Am I right?
Yeah.
That's what you mean, right? Yes. We say, okay, we say in this way. Basically, we commit the karma, okay? Then from body, mind, and speech. So finally, it becomes a seed, run back to our consciousness, okay, or in our brain, it will plant back. Once the condition enough, so the law of universe will execute it. Sometimes it will involve the external physical thing. Sometimes it involves somebody to execute karma. So usually the retribution could be physical, involve a physical thing, or it can be physical or by somebody. So that's why in Abhidhamma, the previous chapter, we mentioned that why the 18 rootless consciousness involve some is a good how to say some is a favorable, some is a non-favorable. Once you met somebody who you hate a lot, so Abhidhamma said your bad karma ripen. So all the cognitive process they involve is the unfavorable consciousness involved, so that you met the bad guy. You met the person who you dislike. But anyway, in the jhana, you can change it so that you can like him. So you change the karma. If you don't do something, you just follow only. So you met the guy. Okay, it's a past life karma ripen. You met him. Then you keep on hating him certain more. So next life again, he will become like a yun chan zai ju. So this is why we learn Buddhism. We try to even though the bad karma come, we try to, to change it. We try to change it, change the karma, so that our action become good one. So we break the circle, the bad circle. That's what we try to do. Okay, next, let's take a look. So Mr. Leung, your turn to read, please. Wholesome karma of the sense field, please.
Wholesome karma of the sense sphere is threefold according to the doors of action, namely bodily action pertaining to the door of the body, verbal action pertaining to the door of speech, and mental action pertaining to the door of the mind. Similarly, it is threefold as giving, virtue, and meditation, but it is eightfold according to the classes of consciousness. It is also tenfold as 1, giving, 2, virtue, 3, meditation, 4, reverence, 5, service, 6, transference of merit, 7, rejoicing in others' merits, 8, hearing the Dhamma, 9, teaching the Dhamma, and 10, straightening out one's view. All these 20 kinds of unwholesome and wholesome are known as karma pertaining to the sense sphere. According to the doors of action, by way of door of action, 10 causes of wholesome karma are enumerated. The three of the body are abstinence from the three unwholesome bodily deeds. The four of speech are abstinence from the four unwholesome verbal deeds. The three of mind are non-covetousness, non-ill will, and right will. In terms of the ultimate realities, the first seven are identified as two of the abstinences, that is, the chatisikas of right action and right speech, and also as the volitions arisen along with those abstinations. The last three are modes of the three wholesome roots: non-greed, non-hatred, and non-delusion. Similarly, it is threefold. The threefold and tenfold lists given here are commonly known as the 3 and 10 bases of meritorious deeds. The 8 classes of consciousness by which such wholesome karma is created are the 8 great wholesome chittas. Of these 20 kinds, karma arising from the 12 unwholesome chittas and the 8 great wholesome chittas.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you.
So we go to the very famous part in this section. Yeah, raise hand, please, once you finish. Okay, class, once we talk about in the sense sphere, what karma can we do to accrue more, the favorable karma? So basically, this either threefold or meritorious base or basis of meritorious, there's the most famous one, and this is the one we can create easily compare, to go to the jhana for most of the people. So class, giving, virtue, and meditation. Basically, class, the giving include the giving physical thing, or you try to console somebody, or the third one, you try to share some skill, or it's included in the giving. Then the second one is about the virtue, is the 5 precept. The third one, the meditation, not for the high level one, but before the first jhana. That is the meditation it means here. These 3 meritorious deeds, it can be expanded to 10. Let's take a look. Which one, the 10th one, which one should be emphasis? Number 1 is the number 4th one is the reverence, meaning to say you pay respect. Number 5 is the service. This service meaning to say that you go to the temple. In Thailand and Myanmar, they are very common for them to provide the service to the temple to accrue the merit. I think now in Mahayana also got, especially we got the ceremony 法会 wow, they need a lot of labor force in the kitchen and go to look for the people to get the paper, the red paper, to write the name, a lot of. So all this type of stuff we consider as a service. It's considered as a service. So for those, Mr. Leong, Mrs. Leong, you all stay in the Shah Alam Buddhist Association. You got a lot of opportunity to do, just whether you got time or not. You're close to the big temple, so a lot of opportunity to provide service. Here, no. We provide what for you? Listening to the Dharma, number 10. Let's take a look. So this is the service I can provide is a strengthening out one view, meaning to say you try to correct the view which is wrong. Okay, and number 9 is exclusive for me, teaching the Dharma. Already given the teaching about 2,600 YouTube already. So I create a bunch of the karma. So meaning to say that, hey, remember next time you come to my funeral, remind me that, oh, Master, you create a lot of good karma. So remember, come back, become a monk again and teach again. Something like that. Okay. So this is the purpose of why we tell people, we tell people, I mean, this is for the proximate dead karma. We assume, but the best one, we just go by ourselves. You see, hearing Dharma also same. I think here, Elena, Mr. Leong, I think you got 200 lessons. God, I know, I think 400 to 500 lessons because I myself also already given within 15 years. I already given a 2,600 lesson. I think both of you got 500 right? I think got a few certificate. Each time certificate is about 100. I think you also accrue a lot of listening to the Dharma. So you see this one here, now hearing the Dharma. So rejoice the merit and transfer the merit. I usually transfer the merit nowadays. I'm using WhatsApp. After you do the giving or whatever, I will do the WhatsApp. Of course, if you compare, you face to face, you offer me, I transfer the merit. Of course, this is the best. But nowadays, we have no choice. Everything we're using WhatsApp. And then people see the WhatsApp also happy. Also put one thumb. This is what we can do nowadays. All right. People do the dana, you also keep the thumb. People see your thumb, also keep the thumb again. That's what can we do nowadays? It's also due to the technology advancement. Yeah, Mr. Leong. Yeah.
Sifu, regarding the teaching of the Dharma, not only Sifu does the teaching, we also does the teaching by sharing the Dharma.
Yeah, you can say so. During sharing the Dharma, actually, it's a good consciousness, eight consciousness, because we believe that there's a cause and effect. Of course, this is accompanied by the wisdom one, accompanied by the panya. And then if you during the Dharma sharing, especially I don't know why, even though our this class not many people, but usually discussion it's very fruitful and I feel very joy. I don't know what the who kaptak who kaptak see we once we have the joy the karma will be stronger. It will implant to our brain more stronger. So we can recall. So class, remember once you're sick or you cannot sleep well or before meditation, you can recall all this. 10 meritorities, just recall it. Then you will feel better. But instead, sometimes once we're sick, we used to recall all the bad karma. Remember, all the bad memory karma once you are sick. So sometimes we have to purposely to fight over it. We try to think about the good one. Then we can get healed better. So this is how. Yes, Mr. Leong, anything?
Yes, Sifu, thank you for highlighting this. That is why we must straighten our wrong views.
Yes, have to do that. Okay. Okay, so now we go to the next one. Is all these 20 karma unknown. Grace, can you read or not? Grace, or you just want to listen to the class only? Grace.
Okay, I'm okay.
You can read, please. All these 20 kinds.
All these 20 kinds karma arising from the strong unwholesome siddhas and the 8 great wholesome siddhas. Wholesome karma of the 5 material spheres. Wholesome karma of the 5 material spheres is purely mental action. It consists in meditation that has reached absorption and is 5-fold by distinction of the jhana factors. Wholesome karma of the immaterial sphere. So too, wholesome karma of the immaterial sphere is purely mental action. It consists in meditation that has reached absorption and is thoughtful by distinction of the object. 5-fold by distinction of the jhana factors. The 5 material sphere jhana. Thoughtful by distinction of the object. The 4th material sphere attainment. Result of karma. Result of unwholesome karma. Purely unwholesome karma, excluding restlessness, produces rebirth linking in the worldful plan, but during the course of existence, all 12 unwholesome classes of consciousness give effect to the 7 unwholesome resulting anyway in the sensuous world or the 5 material world according to circumstances. Unwholesome karma excluding restlessness. The siddha rooted in delusion of the accompanied by restlessness is the weakest of all the unwholesome siddha. And for this reason, it cannot take on the role of generating rebirth. Any of the other 11 unwholesome siddhas can generate the unwholesome resultant investigating unconsciousness, which function as rebirth linking. Bhavanka and that consciousness for the being reborn in the 4th worldful waves. All 12 unwholesome siddhas can generate the 7 unwholesome resulting siddhas anyway in the sensuous world during the course of existence. The 5 kinds of sense, the 5 kinds of sense consciousness and the receiving and the investigating consciousnesses in the 5 material world, they produce only 4 unwholesome resultants. The 3-fourth sense consciousness of nose, tongue, and body being excluded.
Okay, thank you so much. Hey, Grace, your sound effect today not as good as the previous one. Not the treble is not good enough. So still clear, but not as good as the previous one. Absorption. Okay, class. Okay, finish. Okay, class, can you go to the chapter number 1? Go to the diagram for the 12 unwholesome consciousness. Can you go to that page? Let's see. Okay, in what paragraph, class? That one. This one. Okay, okay. Class, do you remember that there will be totally 12 unwholesome consciousness, which is including the 8th one is the greedy roted, 2 is the hatred roted, and then 2 more delusion. Class, do you remember that? Yes or not? Yes, no, okay, okay, they totally got 12. So out of the 12, except the restlessness cannot create the karma for the reincarnation, the rest can. Why the restlessness cannot? Because this one, the delusion roted, the power is too weak, so it is not able to form, because of the unwholesome investigations or citta to reborn in the woeful state. This is the only one exception only. So class, if you create the rest of the 11, they can accrue, they can bring you to the woeful state. Class, again, one thing is very important in abhidhamma, because abhidhamma is the advanced study. Basically, once you commit all the greedy, hatred, stupidity, it will never directly accrue. For the karma, it will turn out become the unwholesome resultant investigating consciousness. Then from here, it will ripen, become the rebirth linking, bhavanga, and death consciousness. Can you follow for these facts or not? If you can, please put up your hand. Unwholesome investigation, this one. If you cannot follow, please raise your hand. You lost actually for this part. Kok Hong, 1 loss. Mei lost. Okay. Elena also lost. Mr. Leong, are you lost or you can follow?
Oh, is it page 43, table 1.3?
Okay.
The rootless citta.
Okay. Wait you're looking for that Mr. Leong, can you share screen for me or not, Mr. Leong?
Cannot
You're using the book, right? Okay. Okay. Then
I think it's table 1.2.
Yes.
Table 1.2.
Yeah.
Page
Okay.
4.
Actually, I don't have the book. Okay, give me a little bit
Page
time.
35 from the PDF.
Okay, let me show you. I have to open a new one so that I have to open the other. Mr. Leong, which page, which chapter you are referring with?
Chapter 1, page 43. 43. Compendiums of consciousness.
Wait okay, the list of the table. Okay, chapter 1. So meaning to say that which one table you referring to? Which one table, Mr. Leong?
Table 1.3.
1.3, the ruler.
1.3.
The ruler's citta, page 43. 43, okay. Yes, so Mr. Leong, this is the diagram you're referring. So what number you want to highlight for us?
No, I say that maybe we are referring from this table.
Yes, applause to Mr. Leong. Mr. Leong, you are following. Very good. Yes, this is the table we are referring to. So class, let me try to link it for you a little bit. This is a little bit technical. Class, take a look to the investigating, the unwholesome resultant and the wholesome resultant. Basically, class, if you reborn to the woeful state, we will reborn there through unwholesome resultant investigating. Okay, so this is the one. Then how about the wholesome resultant investigating? So it will bring us to become a human. but a defect human with mental retarded, sexual anomaly, and then also, I think, a physical deficiency. So this is, if let's say you become a human possessed with all these type of features, meaning to say you reborn from the wholesome investigating karma. That is what? Wholesome resultant, equanimity investigating. This is the one who bring you there, who bring you here. Okay, so good for Mr. Leong, you follow already. So that is the meaning here. Okay, one more question, class. Find material work, meaning to say they are the Dewa. But they say for the Dewa, they exclude nose, tongue, and the body. Why the fine material world exclude the nose, tongue, especially? Yes, maybe. Why?
I don't know in the Deva world.
Yeah. How about Grace? Why?
They have no more greedy.
Yes, they don't eat and drink. From first jhana onward they don't eat, drink. This is why, even though they got the physical nose and the tongue, but they don't have any nerve because they don't eat and taste. But for human, if let's say if let's say our tongue or nose cannot functioning, I think that is really a disaster. Remember during the time, if you get the COVID, really you will lost the sense. This is very torture. Wherever you eat, just like eating the candle, no taste. That is quite suffering. Besides, without eating any food, without getting the nourishment for the food, the Dewa also, they don't have any sexual activity. This is reason why from first jhana onward, no man and woman, all just a form of the light only. From first jhana above. Okay, so that's why, class, if you meditate very well, always in the first jhana, basically you don't have a strong appetite to eat, and also you don't have a strong appetite for reproduction. That is because you also you upgrade your level as good as the Dewa in the first jhana already. So this is what happening for you if you work hard in meditation. Okay, so we finish this. Now we go to the result of the sense sphere wholesome karma. Okay, yes, Ko Hong, can you please read the passage? Wholesome karma.
Wholesome karma of the sense spheres produces rebirth linking in the sensuous blissful plane. And so too, it produces great resultant in the course of existence, but it gave effects to the eight rootless resultant anywhere in the sensuous world or the fine material world according to the circumstances.
Go home, I think you stop, never mind. It's already 1.5 hours. Are you able to absorb some more, or you found it enough already? Shall I continue? Stop lah, 1.5 hours. You feel saturated already, your brain. Okay, we stop here lah. Okay, okay, class. Do you know that we are enrolled. How to say? We have a new class enrollment for the meditation intake 49. Do you know that or not? Do you see the advertisement, class? Okay, well, that the class will be advertised based on the current issue that the school is no more secure for most of the parents. If let's say they feel unsecured, they come learn the meditation, and with our energy exercise, yes, it can help them to make them feel comfort a little bit. Okay, can you help me to do the propagation? Wednesday, we start the class already. Okay, no problem. Please thumb up, please. Okay, try to think about that. See, got somebody surrounding you. Any parents, they are feel insecure due to the current issue. Just help me up for that. Okay. Elena, you haven't thumb up yet. You don't want to help me. Yes. Okay, help me. Okay. Okay, we transfer the merit. Please palms together. I wish to inculcate
I wish to inculcate
more favorable consciousness
more
more
favorable consciousness
Consciousness.
through transferring merit
through transferring merit
to my past life enemy and relative.
to my past life relatives and enemies.
Relatives and enemies.
May they be liberated
May they
May
be
they be
liberated,
liberated
and free from suffering,
free
and
from suffering,
attain nibbana,
attain
attain
Nibbana,
Nibbana,
and helping others to do the same.
and helping
and
others to do the same.
others to do the same.
Yeah, Mrs. Leong.
Thank you
Thank you, Sifu,
for today's class.
for today's class.
Three sadhu.
Three sadhu.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Bye bye.